I need some family units. Now listen to this. I need a parent-child relationship that wants to run a three-legged race. So I need a parent-child that's kind of by this cone, and I need a parent-child by this cone, and I need a parent-child by this cone. Now, if there are enough, we'll put a parent-child back there, and a parent-child back there, and a parent-child back there. And so just stand up and start moving. We don't all have all day. Everybody knows that there's a potluck right after this, and we're ready to eat. So no delays, parent-child relationships. All right, here we go. You ready? Parent-child, there we go. Jeff, thank you. You guys know what to do with the three-legged race, right? Three-legged race, three-legged race. All right, we got more? All right, you guys, all right, here's where you're going to go. You're going to go to that middle, right back there by that cone. Okay. Is there one more? Yeah. Is there two more? We need to, awesome, you two. I need one. I'd like to have one more if we can get it. If we can make it happen. If we can't, we'll figure it out. All right? All right, here we go. All right, you got a plan for that. Nope, here they come. Here they come. All right, you guys, take this, Trish, and head back to that cone back there. All right. You're right over here, yep. Hey, that's practicing. You guys, they're cheating. They're cheating. They're already practicing. They're cheating. Cheaters never prosper. Okay, here's it. All right, everybody. My runners, could I get your eye contact here? Here's what's going to go. I'm going to go on your mark, get set, go. And then you guys are going to march back to the back right there. And then the people that are at the back need to be behind the cones back there. And then you're going to high-five them when you get back there. And then they are going to make their way back here. And the first ones back here will be the winning team. Make sense? And so you guys are going to, I'm going to say on your mark, get set, go. Then you're going to go back to there, high-five your other partners. And then they're going to make their way back here. It's a relay race. Now, on your mark, get set. Nobody can cheat. Nobody gets to cheat. Okay? On your mark, get set, go! And they're off it. Okay, guys, keep that rope tied around there. There you go. Wait, oh, you guys, okay, cheaters number one. You had to wait for them to tap you back there. And boom, winners right over here. We're going to call this team one, team two, team 3-1. Congratulate them, everybody. All right. Here we go. Anybody got a knife on them that if they are too tightly bound to that thing? All right. That was fun, wasn't it? Okay, now we're going to do another. We're going to do another relay race. Okay. This time it can be. I need same amount of teams. If we got them, we'll start with a team of 2 here, a team of 2 here, a team of 2 here. No adults, just kids, and it cannot be a sibling. Cannot be a sibling, okay? It's got to be a team of 2 right here, kids, team of 2 kids right here, team of 2 kids right there. Non-siblings, but it's a different race. Can't be a sibling, can't be a sibling. So we need 2 right here. So you got to grab a friend. Both of you 2 come up here, and you guys come up here. Come on up here. Come on up. Come on up. Perfect. Okay, non-sibling, that's all right. Here we go. Can't be sibling, no, I mean, so. All right, here we go. So we're just going to switch it up. Okay, your cousins. That's right. So here. Now hang on to that. Hang on to that. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to give this to you 2. And look at it. I'm going to put this penny on top of that. Hang on to that. Hang on to the penny there. All right. You two, go back, stand by that cone back there. All right. You 2 stand by this cone. You 2 come with me. Stand by the cone. The track is the same. Okay, hang on. Don't lose a penny. Don't lose a penny. All right. Abigail, go right back there to the center. All right. We need one more. We need somebody right here. All right, here you go. Go right on back there. Ray, you want help? Oh, there you go. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Now, here's what's going to happen. You guys have to. Here we go. The person holding the spoon. The person holding the spoon. When I say to mark, set, go, you're going to make sure you can't hold the penny on the spoon, but you have to. So you got to go as quickly as you can without dropping the penny. You're going to go back. You're going to hand the penny and the spoon to somebody else. They're going to come back here, then you're going to go back. Follow me? 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? You give the spoon and the penny to them, and they will run back. So, you get it? Will, you give them a run back there, you're going to hand them the spoon and the penny. And so, listen, if you have no idea how severe the consequences are if you drop the penny. You have no idea how severe the consequences are, so you don't drop the penny. But you go as quickly as you can. On your mark, get set, go! Here we go, and they're off. We should have had some music, right? Dun, 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 dun. I didn't think about that until now. So that's my attempt to do music. Here we go. And they're she got the penny. She's they're done. Done. God, you guys are fast. Right here. The ladies. Right here. And then keep going, keep going, keep going. You're not done yet. It's a race for second place. Penny's back there on the floor. Oh, man. Oh.
Distance discrepancy.
Distance discrepancy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure. All right, you guys. Bring those spoons up. Put them in here in the thing, the bucket right there for me. So I think these ladies that were right here in the middle, they won. So raise your hands up, get a big hoorah, and give them an applause. Thank you for the team. All right. Here we go. Aren't you glad you came to church this morning? I always say that, right? Here's the point. Okay, watch this, everybody. Here we go. We're going to learn something right now. Run to win. Run the race to win. Run the race to win. Some of you guys, I can see it in your eyes. You guys are scurrying back there because you wanted to win. I want to talk to you about running to win in Christian living. In Christian living, how do you run as a Christian to win as a Christian? Read this Bible verse along with me. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24 to 27 says, "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last." Guess what? When you get a little ribbon, get a little trophy, those don't last forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. But heaven is forever and ever and ever. And so, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. "Therefore, I do not run like a man running aimlessly. I do not fight like a man beating the air. No, I beat my body and I make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others," the Apostle Paul says, "I myself will not be disqualified for the prize." And so the Apostle Paul is writing to the church of Corinthians, and he says, listen, as a Christian, I want to run my Christian faith. I want to walk my Christian walk to the best of my ability. I don't want to be a loser. I want to be a winner. I want to live the way that Jesus wants me to live. That's what he's communicating. And so I want to talk to you guys this morning about how to live your Christian faith, how to run your Christian faith in 3 different areas of your life. Everybody hold up 3. 3 different areas of your life. And all right, now, one. Number 1 area in your life that I want you to run the race in is at home. At home. Boys and girls, at home, I want you to run the race for Jesus in order to win. Listen to what Ephesians chapter 6, verses 1 through 3 says. It says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right." It is right for you to do that. "Honor your father and your mother, which is the first commandment with a promise that it may go well with you." And it says, it may go well with you, and that you may enjoy long life on earth. You know what that means? If you disobey your parents long enough, they feel like they want to murder you. Right? They would never do that, but they might feel like it, right? And so, so that it'll go well with you. So you know that you get in trouble if you do something wrong. You don't want that to happen. And so you honor your mother and your father. You honor your mother and your father. And so when you're good parents, listen to this. When your good parents say to you, you know, you probably don't need a smartphone until you're 14 years old. You would say, "Mom, Dad, I trust you and I believe you." When your good parents say to you, you probably don't need to have any social media whatsoever until you're 16 years old. And then you say to your good parents, Mom, Dad, I trust you, and I believe you, and I think that what you say is right. Because I want you to run the race to win in your Christian walk at home. I want you to please Jesus at home by honoring your mother and your father. Okay? You with me? So we said 3 ways, 3 areas in life that you're going to run the race for Jesus, right? Number 1 was where? At home. Number 2 is at school. At school. At school, you want to run the race to win at school. Listen to the book of Romans, chapter 13, verses 1 2. It says this. Everyone must submit himself to the governing authorities. What's that mean? What does submit mean? It means surrender to, it means to yield to, it means to honor, it means to obey, it means to listen to, pay attention to. Everyone must submit to the governing authorities. Who are the governing authorities at your school? The governing authorities at your school are teachers, your teachers. When your teachers say it's time to put your phone away, or to put your books down, take your pencil out, or when they tell you to settle down and be quiet and pay attention, they are the governing authorities. Guess who else? Your bus driver. Your bus driver is a governing authority over you. When you're in the lunchroom and there's the lunch people working in the lunchroom, they are governing authorities over you. That's who governing authorities. So listen, you don't want to be a loser at school. You want to be a winner at school. You want to live the way Jesus wants you to live at school. And so you listen, Romans chapter 13, verse 1 2 says, everyone must submit himself to the governing authorities. For there is no authority except that which God has established. So, God is the one who establishes those governing authorities over you. Your teacher, your bus driver, your lunch person, they're the ones that you listen to while you're at school. And so you know what that means? You don't get to say this. Kids, you don't get to say this. You're not the boss of me. You don't get to. You don't get to say it. You don't get to say, you're not the boss of me, because God has put your teacher as an authority over you. And so when they say, do that, you say, okay. Yes, Mr. So-and-so, or Miss So-and-so, or you say, yes, okay. And when a bus driver says, sit down and quit climbing underneath the seats. And you would not believe the things kids do on the bus. And get out from under that seat and sit in there and stay facing forward. You say, okay. You don't get to say, you're not the boss of me. I've heard that before. I've heard that before from elementary. You're not the boss of me. I said, well, I am. You know who said so? God did. God did. And so if you want to run to win at school, God puts governing authorities there. And listen how that verse is. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, he who rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted. You know what that means? If you're going to win at home, if you're going to run for Jesus and be a winner at your home, you're going to listen to your mom and dad, and you're going to do what they ask you to do. When you go to school and you're going to be a winner and not a loser at school for Jesus, and when the authorities that are there that God has put in place and they ask you to do something, you say, okay. Now, some people say, well, I want my kids to know the difference between right and wrong, and if some adult tries to talk them into doing something that they're not supposed to do, sure. Those are conversations you have with kids. You explain to your kids, there's things that adults shouldn't do. There's places they should never touch. And you have those, and so those are the exceptions. But otherwise, if they're not doing that, I say, yeah. When they say be quiet, so you say, okay, and you do. But say, you want to be a loser? Raise your hand if you want to be a loser. Yeah, raise your hand if you want to be a winner. Yeah, you want to be a winner. And so the way you win at home, pay attention to mom and dad, and the way you win at school is you listen to your teachers, and then you also want to do this. Number 3. I said there were 3. Last one. Are you ready? Last one, this. Listen. As an individual, I want you to be a winner. Oh, we got a little skit that's going to happen right now. And so Millie's out there, and Chris is out there, and we're ready. They're going to come and do a skit.
I have to read this because I'm not real good at stage. It says, did you hear that Laura, Millie, come. Sit. Stay. Did you hear that Laura is going to Paris? So she has to have somebody take care of Steve at church. Do everything that Laura does. So we are going to have an interview with Millie. Okay? So, Millie, come. Millie, come. Don't get stage right now. Okay, down. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Millie, wake up. We got an interview. Don't we? You gotta get your hair all done. Stand. Here, stand. Good girl.
Millie,
Go.
Millie, shake.
Say hi and shake.
Millie, shake.
Say
Millie, shake.
shake, Millie. Millie, look. Shake. Millie, look. Shake. 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 Who's making her look over there? Come over here. Look, look, look. Okay, go ahead.
Millie, shake.
So we're gonna take a seat, then go over. Millie, come. Come here, come. Millie, don't pay attention to all them people. Good girl. Okay, go ahead.
Could I see Millie for the interview? Please come to my office.
Millie, turn. Okay, sit.
How are you doing?
As good as we can.
Are you here to apply for Laura's job before she goes to Paris?
Yes, we are.
You're looking for someone that can qualify for her job. To fill her shoes, you really need to know a lot. But first of all, we need to know that you are a Christian.
Millie, look at, are you a Christian?
Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Yes. Up for Jesus. Up for Jesus. Yes. Millie, down for the devil. Hey, Millie, up for Jesus again. What about that? Okay, up, up, up. Good girl. Okay.
Great, I'm so glad that you believe in Jesus. That is so important for your job. As secretary, your big job is
Millie,
finding
here.
things for Pastor Steve.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
As secretary, your big job is finding things for Pastor Steve.
Okay, finding things for Pastor Steve. Millie, can you find your glove? Find the glove. Wear it. No, no, don't. Where is that glove? Where's the glove? Millie, where's the glove? No. No, that's not the glove. Oh, where's the glove? I need it. I need the glove. Go get it. Go get the glove. Come on. Get the glove. It's somewhere. Yes, get the glove. Good girl. I don't usually treat her, so now I'm treating her. Okay, Millie, can you find the light bulb? Where's the light bulb? Where is it? Get it. I gotta have it. Put it in my hand. The light bulb. Where is it? Yes, it is. Yes, good girl. Millie, look. Look. Good girl. Put it in my hand. Put it in my hand. Get it. Put the light bulb in my hand. Good girl. Hey, where's the frog? I don't have the Right on. No. Right on.
I saw on your application you know sign language.
She might not today.
Can you show me some examples?
Okay. We're not getting that. Hey, Mel, this is quiet time. No.
Thanks for coming in. We'll let you know what we have decided.
Okay, well, we gotta figure it out. They're gonna call us. Come on, let's go. Gil. Gil.
Here we go. Chris's husband, John, was back there, and he said, I told her never work with dogs or kids. So, hey, listen. All right, here we go. There is a point. So we're continuing. We're talking about running to win. Running to win. You want to run at home to win. You want to run at school to win. And then you also want to run as an individual to win. That means when your parents aren't around and when your friends aren't around and it's just you, you want to run to win as an individual. And so listen to this. Here's the first thing you need to do. Write this down in your bulletin. You need to make good choices. You make good choices as an individual. Even for Millie, listen to this, even for Millie the dog, life is choices. Millie made good choices sometimes, other times, questionable choices. Millie made good choices when Chris told Millie to do that. And now listen to this very carefully. All choices have an outcome, a result, or a consequence. Life is filled with choices. All choices have an outcome, a result, or a consequence. The outcome, the result, or the consequence can be negative. Can be a negative outcome. It can be a punishment that comes when you make a poor choice. It can go the wrong way, or it can be all choices have an outcome, a result, or a consequence that can be either positive or there can be a reward. Life is full of choices. In fact, you get to choose the outcome in your choice. You get to choose the outcome. If you make a good decision, there is a positive outcome. If you make a poor decision, there is a negative outcome. And so as an individual, you want to make good choices. So I want to give you 3 examples of good choices that you can make as an individual to run the race to win. Write this down. Choose good friends. Choose good friends. As an individual, you choose good friends. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33 says, bad company corrupts good character. You know what that means? If you got friends that try to talk you into doing bad things, then you'll do bad things because your friends try to talk you into it. But as an individual, I need to make a choice that I'm going to screen. I'm going to filter. I'm going to evaluate. I'm going to make judgments on the people that I bring into my life, my friends, and the ones that will help me to live the way that Jesus wants me to live. Those are the people that I'm going to have around me. And the people that don't want to help me do that, then I'm going to put some distance in between me and them. I'm going to be kind to them. I'm going to be caring for them. But I'm just going to put some distance in between them and me. I'm not going to talk bad about them. I'm just going to put some distance in between them. And so what you want to do is, as an individual, you want to make good choices. One of the choices that you want to make that would be a good one is to choose good friends. And then you want to do this. You want to go to church. You want to go to church. That's a good decision. Hebrews chapter 10 says, and let us consider how we may spur one another on That means go faster. It means giddy up. It means go. Do better. Let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds. Not giving up meeting together, not getting up high-fiving each other and running the race together and seeing each other at church. Not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another. So, on Sunday morning, you wake up and you don't argue with your parents. You set the alarm. You wake them up. You say, it's time to go to church. And you do that. That's how you as an individual demonstrate to your parents, I want to run the race to win. And then you do this. You use good language. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29 says, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up. And so here's what you want to do. You want to run to win. You want to run to win at home and at school, and as an individual, you want to make good choices. And in conclusion, you also want to do this. You want to control your emotions. All right, the husbands and the wives are bumping each other right now. Saying, well, you hear that? Control your emotions. Listen to this. Colossians chapter 3, verse 2 says, set your mind on things above. That means my mind is going to be focused on what Jesus wants me to focus on, not on earthly things. Remember, God is up, right? Jesus is up, and the devil is down, right? And so we're going to set your mind on things above, not on earthly things. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 says, do not conform any longer to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And so your mind can tricks on you, your emotions can play tricks on you, so you want to control your emotion. Here's a fact. Emotions change. Feelings change. Emotions change. Feelings change. You can get trapped in your feelings and in your emotions. If you eat too much candy, your parents will tell you it changes you. When you don't get enough sleep, your parents will tell you it changes you. And if you catch a cold or you get strep throat, it changes you, right? Changes the way you feel. So your emotions are all over the place. And so if you're going to run in such a way that you will win as an individual, you have to grab a hold of your emotions. Remember this. Good choices are separate from your emotions. Good choices are separate from your emotions. You will always have emotions, but we need to control them and not let them control us. And so, in having a tantrum, that means you're having a bad day. You just kind of got to go, shh, I'm having a bad day. I just need to have a little bit of downtime, and I need to get my emotions under control. Listen to this. Sometimes you will not feel like making a good choice. Sometimes you will feel like making a bad choice. Stop. Ask, what is the long-term outcome? What's the long-term result? What is the long-term consequence to the choice that I am about to make? Listen to this. Then use your mind to make a good choice. So, in conclusion, run in such a way to win. Just picture life as this giant competition. It's a race. And you want to win. You want Jesus to say to you, well done, good and faithful servant. And you want Jesus to say, you did a great job in your home. You listened to your mom and your dad. You didn't fight with your siblings just like they told you to. And you want to win at school. You want to make good choices at school. And you don't want to make emotional choices. You want to think through, what am I going to do here? And I'm going to listen to my teachers. And that's the way you're going to win as a young person, to grow up to be a responsible adult. And then you're going to live the way Jesus wants you to. And here's what I know. You'll be able to look back on your life and say, because Jesus is right, he's always right, and when I live for him, my life is better. It's better because I live the way Jesus wants me to. Amen? Let's pray. God in heaven, help us not to be like Millie. Some sometimes really knew what to do and didn't do it, right? And God, so often we're like that. We know what we should do, we don't do it. But Father, help us to fill our mind up with who you are, to double down, make a commitment to run strong and to run fast and to run hard towards you and not away from you, so that we can be the kind of people you call us to be. We ask it in Jesus' name.